today, and there are very few people who could follow Morris Chestnut, Jordan E. Cooper, and that beautiful performance. Yes. But let me think here. There's somebody that I am really fond of. I'm gonna give you some hints, because this has been years in the making. She's a comedian. She had a breakout role on a sitcom that I was addicted to. Oh, here's another one. Her performance in the movie Precious earned her a Screen Actors Guild. Not Monique. Not Monique. Nomination. She got a nomination, which was a huge deal. She has won an Emmy, NAACP Image Awards. Okay. And I am so fond of her and so proud of her. She is my daytime sister. Welcome, Sherri Shepherd! Sit down over here.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I cannot. This audience is like, oh my gosh. I know you say, hey, Tam Fam. Hey, family.
You know, and it's so crazy. People always ask me, say, Sherri says, hey, family. You say, hey, Tam Fam. And it's the truth. Like, when I thought of Tam Fam, and you feel the same way, family means everything. We don't use that word lightly. So, and this is the truth. I'm going to show y'all a throwback picture. I wasn't fond of this photo. I took it.
Oh, my gosh.
This was 2019. We were at the Essence Festival.
Yes.
I had just had Moses, just got the show. You were there.
I was there for the Brian Banks movie with Aldous Hodge.
Yes.
I was promoting that.
But the more important part of that picture for me is that neither of us knew we were going to be here.
Absolutely.
And that is why
Absolutely.
I say this was years in the making, much like Morris Chestnut in this business that we choose. Life is ups and downs, and I always tell people, life is not a straight line. I didn't know, they said we were gonna be on for 2 weeks. You didn't even know you were gonna have a show. My baby was in a manger somewhere in the back of the hotel as I was trying to promote the show. But you don't know what's around the corner.
We don't know, but you know, the one steady thing that was in our life was our belief in God and what He was gonna do for us.
Yes.
You know?
Which brings me to your show had started. I was watching the show, and I text you after you'd gotten your NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Host of a Talk Show, because you had said something in your speech that sometimes you had thought that God had forgotten you.
Yes.
And you said that. I cried. I picked up the phone. I don't go in DMs often, but it went down in the DM that day.
You did the DM.
I DM'd you because I was so full, because we can relate to believing or thinking for that moment that maybe I've been forgotten and why.
Yes. There was so many questions. Sometimes, you know, I don't question God a lot, but I was just like, I've had this dream of doing my own talk show for so long, and everybody keeps saying no. Every answer was, you're not enough. Maybe we can make you this, maybe we can make you that, but it basically was like, you're not enough. And I was like, and I kept, but I kept saying, I know you didn't give me this desire and the ability to do it if nothing was gonna happen. And I think the last no, Tamron, I cried like a baby. I said, I gotta put it up on the shelf with the fine china, this dream, because it just doesn't look like it's gonna happen. And, you know, this is why sometimes God has to have you mature into the reality of that dream so that if it's a crash and burn, you're able to handle it and get back up. And I think that's what had to happen, because I don't know, you know, 54-year-olds getting their own talk show is like, this industry is not kind to
well, listen, the reality
women.
is, I'll tell you, it's not often kind, but you're rewarded through authenticity. And that's
Yeah.
why we're here, because we were mature enough to
enough.
say who we are. You know, because I'll tell
Absolutely.
you, I mean,
I'm
you know,
telling you.
so we all experience these no's in our life. It's how you find your yes. Which brings me to, we were on the plane flying to Chicago, and you said to me, I'm gonna write this children's book. I'm working on a children's book, and I love it. It's called The Sunshine Queens.
The Sunshine Queens.
And it really is a book about friendship and the importance of friendship. I think I have, it's beautifully illustrated, by the way.
Thank you, Tanisha.
Which was hugely important for you.
It was very important because I needed it to be vibrant. I needed it to represent us. I needed, you know, textured hair. I needed the visual of New York, just brownstones where I live. So I needed all of that to come out. And Tanisha did such a great job.
And
oh
it's
my
so,
gosh.
the story, so I'm gonna read a little bit. It says, the 4 girls who call themselves the Sunshine Queens had been friends since preschool. They were always there for each other, come rain or shine. But when they were together, it was almost always shine. I love this. Beautiful.
Yes. Oh my gosh. This meant so much to me because it's all of my adult stories for little girls that I've gone through with the queens in my life that bring me sunshine. And I go back with them for so long, literally since I think 6th grade, my longest friendship. And I wanted girls to know, especially in this season, the power of friendship.
Who is this in the picture there?
Oh my gosh. That's my girlfriend from 6th grade. That's Vonda. Back when Michael Jackson was out, you dress alike, you get to the club. That was us in 6th grade when we had rollers in our hair and we would feather our hair with the comb.
The Farrah Fawcett. That's what we called it. The Farrah Fawcett.
That's when we both had our own hair right there.
When we come back, more with Sherri Shepherd celebrating her new children's book. We'll be right back.
Coming up, Sherri talks about her career, motherhood, and why at age 58, she says she's single and ready to mingle.
This is the season. I'm 58, which thank you. Thank you.
Yes.